have Judo because they understand the different, that everybody has weaknesses. I have a whole lot of them. One is I really appreciate a good-looking lady. However, at 84, you can't do much about it. I wasn't always just another pretty face, you understand. What we're going to cover, I hope to cover today, is the fact that you have no control over your opponent. This is an area of philosophy within the martial arts that I'm trying to get across to the people within the martial arts. If you try to direct your opponent instead of regarding them as a partner, you're going to fail. The Japanese still maintain their superiority in the martial arts areas. They still maintain their superiority because they have a, quote, samurai mentality, in that they don't go for the technical advantage. When they compete for the full point. They compete all out, and they compete without reservation. They go for a quick point, a full point in international judo. Everybody else is fighting for the technical advantage. Everyone else is fighting, so if I can knock him down and then run the clock out, I'm going to win. The Japanese don't do that. They fight for the full point. And they come out, and they know that they're going to have to fight 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 or 6 matches in a single day. Well, if you're going for the technical advantage, you're going to be tired. At the end of the match, you go over to recover. You might recover the first match. You might recover from the second match. But by the third match, you're going to be pretty well wore out. Since the Japanese don't have to stay out there that long, they're not wore out. They can go from match to match to match, and they're always fighting fresh. That's what we would like to get across. Go for the full point. In whatever you're doing, whether it be on the mat, off the mat, in your social life, in your married life, and whatever it is, go for the full point. Don't try to take second place. I'm going to pontificate just for a few moments here because as a senior Yudansha, I have that right. Also, with really bad legs and the inability to get up and down, I have to utilize a word that sounds very much like koshi. In Japanese, koshiwaza is form technique, koshiwaza. Hip. That's the center of your power. Koshiwaza, hip technique. Kuchiwaza. Sounds a lot like it. But kuchiwaza is the area that I can move freely in. It's mouth technique. And so, your business is koshiwaza, to learn the hip techniques and the movements, the physical movements of your art. My business is to be able to verbalize and let you. I'm a shortcut, that's all I am. If you are suffering from a mistake, please approach me, because I probably made the same mistake and corrected someone along the line. One of the things we practice, both in karate, judo, jiu-jitsu, is we practice what's called uchikomi. Uchikomi. Repetition. Repetitively doing a movement. Coming into a movement over and over again until it becomes natural. Over and over again until it becomes... But we make one big mistake. We do it fast. We try to do it quicker and quicker and quicker so that we can develop the proper technique. 70 years on the mat, I finally learned, if you practice it quickly, you You drive into each one of the techniques as hard as you can, and you practice it as if you're actually in a tournament. If you have a small mistake there, you're going to develop that mistake into a great big mistake. It'll become part and parcel of what you do. And so Shikomi, the practice should be done with concentration and with form. And as you develop that concentration and that form, then you can start to accelerate when you're actually working with a partner. And those of you that are working, it takes somebody else to work with. Therefore, they're not opponents, they're partners. Aikido was never meant to be a martial art. Aikido has no competition, no way to compete. Aikido is the harmony of two individuals, and they work to develop that harmony between the two of them. Perfection of the art is in the movement of the two of them, not just the one. And that should spill over a little bit into the other martial arts. Can all of you do this? Please. Thank you, I feel a lot better. When your opponent does this, he's not applauding your excellent technique. When they do that, it means it's a submission. Please don't work past the point of the tap out. As you're working, if it starts to hurt, at the start of the hurt, tap out. You're not going to prove a dang thing here by ending up with a sprained wrist or a broken arm.
Professor, you mind if I add something?
Please.
Also, another help too is a verbal submission, say mate or stop too, because sometimes people can mistake a tap for fighting back too. So use that too. That's my 2 cents.
Thank you.
Thank you, Professor.
You've been working with Gene Lavelle. That's what.
Yeah.
Andrew has taken the advantage of making friends with Gene Lavelle and working with him. For those of you that don't know who Gene Lavelle is, he's in the Nationals in the United States. He took the Grand Championship twice at the beginning of the Nationals here in the United States.
455.
He did.
Sick. 12 pounds at one lunch. He was sick the second time.
Yeah, he's quite an individual. He's crankier than I am. But we're going to go through, first I'd like to go through kumikata. Kumikata is the tying of the initial movement within the martial art. The reason I picked Grandmaster here to work with me is, for years we traveled all over the United States doing seminars. And we've been traveling freely in the South together. Of course, he had to go to one bathroom and I went to the other one. But in the kumikata, if you go fighting, as the sensei is doing right now, you're going to wear yourself out. But if you move where you want to move, without regard to what he's doing, the only one that you have control over is you. And so as you tie up in the kumikata, don't worry where his hands are. If you stay loose, as he tightens up, he'll put you where you should be. At this point, you can make the throw, or the submission, or whatever else you want. If it's in jiu-jitsu, instead of putting the hip in, you just put the hand in. The movement depends on where you want to be, not where he wants to. If you're fighting to get that grip, you're going to get tired. And so when I come out on the kumikata, I don't care where it grips. A grip is a grip. If he grips my sleeve, I don't have to grip his. As he grips my sleeve, he's already tied up. I've got him in a wrist lock. And can throw with ease. Because I didn't break my balance. As he made the grip, I've already got him tied up. You do that by staying loose. By doing what you want to do, not what he wants you to do. And you can lead him as he makes the grip. You can lead him where you want him. That doesn't look like I'm doing anything. What I'm doing is I'm utilizing his lack of balance and his strength against him. And so, if I can guide his elbow down, at this point I have an arm bar. At this point I have quarter-bash. That's the workhorse of Aikido. Quarter-bash. Aikido has to have travel. It has to have movement. It has to have entry. Nekaru, all it needs is leverage. It's simple. That's going to be our first lesson today. Koto-bayashi, the very workhorse of jiu-jitsu. The hand comes over the top of the thumb. The fingers come down. The thumb is loosely, not tight. You go tight on it, he's going to be able to fight you. Because you're giving him. By the way, there is no strength without resistance. In order to have strength, you have to have resistance. And so if I give him no resistance, I now can move freely. Without any effort. Movement. Simple. Instead of coming way out here and running across the mat with him, you take him straight down. And you gain the leverage. Once you take this little finger, see how his hand is bent? I want to gain leverage and power. I can take the power of the floor and transfer it through my body up to the little finger. And because of the leverage, you don't have to tie up and fight. It's that clear and that easy. If you're fighting, you go tight, he can fight back. If you give him no resistance as he tries to come across, he's adding to the leverage that you're doing. Control you, not him. In controlling you, you can move freely about, and he has to follow. So, the dash as he reaches, boom. Thumb, fingers, and then loose, and loose, and loose. And then shoot the small finger right below his small finger. And you find the whole technique. Any questions?
So you can work with us while we go around. That'd be awesome.
Remember, if it hurts or if it's starting to hurt, rap, yell, oh! Doesn't mean that's a good technique. So, look around carefully, please. Pick out somebody you don't particularly like. Good. Now that you've heard of it, stand up and let's go.